Thank you for meeting with me today. I don't like to intrude on your time when you're working from home, but there's some information that I thought you needed to know about your travel assignment for next week. I assigned you to represent American at a meeting that will take place in Mexico. You will meet with the Director of Hotel Operations at the Holiday Inn and Suites, which is located at the downtown city center. I have done some research to educate you on the business etiquette in Mexico. It is important for you to understand their culture related to business in order to make a good impression, and hopefully we can gain this new account. In Mexico, they only like to conduct business with people that have authority and the ability to make decisions, which is why I chose to send you as our representation. They will appreciate that you are the Vice President of Sales and have the ability to make decisions on behalf of American. Today, I will first explain how to successfully interact with the client, how to prepare for the meeting, and third, I will show you how you should conclude the meeting. In order to prepare for the meeting, you will need to understand two main factors of the culture. Appearance is an important factor, and it gives an image of you as a professional. In Mexico, they only like to deal with people that take the profession seriously. So you will dress formal. I suggest wearing a pantsuit, or you could wear a blouse, but make sure you wear a long skirt, not a short one. You want it to look professional as you can. I suggest lightweight material because the weather there is going to be extremely warm. You'll style your hair and you can wear makeup, but make sure it's subtle. You don't want to look like a night out on the town. In Mexico, it is a male dominance when it comes to business. They do deal with women and they are respectful of that. However, like I said earlier, they only deal with people that have the authority to make decisions. So we shouldn't have any problems for this. The distance. It's important to stand at a professional distance when you're dealing with a male business partner. They tend to feel a little bit indifferent when they're dealing with a woman, so they like to have that space in order to have that personal space and feel comfortable. They only deal with people that are at the top of the business, and it's almost degrading to them to meet someone without authority, which is why we're sending you. There are many aspects to effective communication in Mexico. The way you greet the client can make a big difference with your presentation. The language. We can't always assume in Mexico that they're going to speak English, and we can't always assume that they're going to want to speak Spanish either. So I have contacted the company, and it seems as though the person you'll be meeting with does speak English. However, since you're fluent in Spanish, you can make the choice and talk to him directly to find out what language he prefers to use during the meeting. You need to address him with his last name. Friendships in Mexico take a long time to build and bond. So since this is a business meeting, it will be a last name basis. Eye contact is considered respectful. So definitely look into his eyes when you're speaking with him and when you're making a connection about the meeting. Because you are a woman, and like I said before, men dealing with women on a business aspect, they like to have that space. So leave a simple handshake for the greeting. Delivery of communication. Volume. This is a little bit different than we're used to. During the meetings in Mexico, it can be very heated. It can get loud and it can come across as somebody is a little bit angry. This is not the case. They actually raise the volume and the aggressiveness of the conversation in a way to let you know that they are interested. So So if it does get loud and it does seem a little heated, do not be taken back by this. This just means that they're actually interested in what you have to say. Interruptions are extremely common when you're dealing with Mexican business. So while you're at the meeting, there could be people that interrupt you. Do not be taken back by this either. It's not as an insult or to demean you. They just, when they have an idea, they interrupt to get their point across. It's another way of just telling you that they are interested in what you have to say. Facial expressions, can be a little bit different as well. You could have a facial expression come across that seems a little bit angry or upset. This is just another way that in the Mexican culture, they are letting you know that they have an extreme opinion about what you're talking about. It's another way of them to show their interest. So don't let this bother you, and try to keep your facial expressions at a minimum as well. Timing is a little bit different. It's important to be prepared for how the meetings are conducted in Mexico. It's going to be a little bit different than what we're used to here. What we're used to here, the timing, we meet on time. It's a show of respect to be on time. In Mexico, you're going to find this a lot different. Meetings are actually scheduled anywhere from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. They don't like to start earlier than 10, and they don't like to go later than 1 p.m. because they eat lunch at 2 p.m. So the meeting is going to be scheduled for 11 a.m. Now, the start times in Mexico fluctuate. If your meeting's at 11, do not be surprised at all if it actually starts late. They're very casual about their time. So they're not rushed to get started. They actually feel it's a disrespect if you're rushing through the meeting. So if the start time is a little bit late, do not take offense to this at all. They're just getting there and casually letting you know that they are taking extra time to meet with you. Again, the duration of the meeting, it could run longer than expected. It's not a strict start time and it's not a strict end time. If the meeting is going great, they will share more ideas. Their impression of a meeting is to be relaxed and be comfortable and share your thoughts and get your points across. And they find it a little bit offensive when people try and rush. So take your time and just relax, which is nice because this is something we're not typically used to. Negotiations. In Mexico, they feel that any relation, whether it's personal level or a business meeting, they want things to go very positive. They like positive interactions and they don't like any confrontation whatsoever. So just with negotiations, be agreeable. Be honest and open about what we are willing to offer, the cost that we're willing to go to, and just don't try and play hardball with them. Let them know what we're expecting. Remain calm and just be upfront about it. Their biggest concern is having, like I said, a positive interaction. So coming across, harsh or giving ultimatums, that's not going to be the way that we want to deal with this company at all. We want to just be calm and come to an agreement without pressure. In order to start the meeting on a positive note, make sure you wear a suit and carry yourself with poise. Keep a professional distance when greeting him and offer a simple handshake. Lastly, allow yourself to feel relaxed with time and offer only positive interactions. I feel the information I provided you will help you to have a positive meeting with the Director of Operations at Holiday Inn & Suites. I wish you the best of luck and I have the utmost confidence in your abilities. have a safe and exciting trip.